Hello, everyone. I am Nicola. Welcome to Faster Changes with Nicola. It's time for our Friday live stream. We'll be doing a little bit of tapping and some self-havening today. First one will be tapping to release our blocks to self-acceptance. And we're going to follow that up with tapping for self-discipline. So let's get started with a little bit of gratitude. You can leave that in the comments. And let's see. Today I am grateful that the little feral mama kitty I am fostering is warming up to me. She's beginning to trust me. So that's really nice. Makes taking care of her and the 7 kittens a little easier. So pop in the comments something that you're grateful for, and we'll get started with the aiming question. Okay? So as I said, we're going to start with self-acceptance. 0 to 10. How much am I accepting myself right now? What do you think? Well, I'm at a 10, which is a great place to start. Let me see where you're at in the comments. And Sherry, so grateful for all the beef towel. Oh, you were doing that too. That is awesome. My friend Tiffany has been making face cream, hand cream, body cream, all tallow, and it's out of this world. Something for sore muscles too, a sore muscle rub. Outstanding. Kathy is grateful for the beautiful weather. Kathy Stearns is at a 7. Torian is grateful that the trees bloomed. Oh, that's so pretty. Good. Okay, so we're going to get started with some tapping. You guys can keep putting your gratitude in there, and I'll get back to it once we're done with the tapping. Hello, Shrishti. Okay, so tap, fill your fingers, and say, I release and let go of all the reasons I don't accept myself. Wherever I learned that one, I let it go. Whoever I've been emulating, I let it go. Wherever it seemed important not to accept myself, I let it go. I give myself permission to feel more self-acceptance now. Okay, feel those fingers. Perhaps wiggle your toes a little bit. Come back into your body. Squeeze your wrist. Take a nice deep breath in. And relax it out on a sigh. Peace. Helpful to inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 8. Give yourself a smile because you're doing something really good for yourself by being here. Okay, Shrishti coming in at a 6. Sherry also at a 6. And Shrishti is grateful for a peaceful feeling inside. That's lovely. And what a great place to start at today. Okay, now let's check it again and see what started to change. 0 to 10. How much self-acceptance am I experiencing now? So mine's at a 10 still, which is good. I've been working on a lot of stuff this morning, so I guess that is on par with what I've been working on. Kathy Wilson is at a 7. Very good. You can put it in the comments. Sherry moving up to an 8 is great. Good. Hello, Pleasant. Welcome. We're going to do a little informational havening. You can check where you're at, but let's get this moving. So, what if I truly accept myself? What if creating more self-acceptance allows me to show up in life? What if, in accepting myself, I free myself to be who I truly want to be? All right. 8 feels good. That's right, Kathy Stearns. 8 is great. So let's check it again, 0 to 10. How much self-acceptance am I experiencing in this moment? And then we're going to tap again. You can release anything that blocks you. All right, let's start tapping. Sherry moving up to a 9. That's great. Say I release and let go of all the ways I've been blocking myself from accepting who I am. I release the inner critic, that judge that follows me everywhere I go. I just let it go. Today's a great day to let that go. I give myself permission to experience more self-acceptance now. Just feel those fingers, wiggle your toes. You can squeeze your wrist. Take a nice deep breath in and relax it out. Peace. Fantastic. We're going to do a bit of a pattern interrupt here with self-havening and a tongue twister. Let's see. You can repeat after me. We're going to do it 3 times. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Where she sits, she shines, and where she shines, she sits. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Where she shines, she sits, and where she sits, she shines. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. Where she sits, she shines, and where she shines, she sits. Good job. How many of you actually repeated it out loud? If you're at work and it wouldn't be acceptable, I understand not doing it. Let's see. Let's do our aiming question again. 0 to 10. How much self-acceptance am I experiencing inside now? 10 plus. Moving on up. So let's see. Shrishti was at a 7. Kathy Stearns was at a 9. And Torian coming in at a 7. Very good. Good job. We're just looking for incremental changes here. Kathy Stearns moving up to a 10. Excellent. And we're going to go again. This time use your non-dominant hand. Change sides. Say, I release and let go of all the ways I've been blocking myself from simple self-acceptance. I release the need to judge and criticize, releasing all the chronic fault-finding and perfectionism. I let it all go. I give myself permission to experience more self-acceptance today. Feel the fingers, wiggle toes. Squeeze your wrist and take a nice deep breath in. And relax it out. Peace. Excellent. All right, resume a little bit of self-havening. I'm going to check in and see what's changing. Sherry coming in at a 10, Torian and Kathy Wilson both moving up to an 8 is great, which is fantastic. Very nice work. We're going to do some affirmational statements. What if I truly accept myself as I am? What if it feels good to accept myself where and how I am? What if acceptance doesn't mean giving up? It's just a starting point. What if self-acceptance doesn't mean being stuck or settling? All right, let's check it again. 0 to 10, how much self-acceptance am I letting myself experience now? 10 plus, so it's moving up for me, just little tiny incremental changes. Good morning. Hey, Mom. How do I do? Is that Julie? That picture looks like Julie, but I'm not sure. Torian moving up to a 9. Kathy Stearns is at an 11. And Kathy's yawning. Yawning is a great sign of change. That is excellent. Shrishti coming in at a 9. That is excellent. And Sherry 10 plus. You guys are doing amazing. Okay, we're going to go again. Let's do another tapping round on this. Say, I release and let go of anything I do to block my own self-acceptance. What if I let it all go? What if it's safe to shift that now? What if it was only ever an old habit and I don't need it anymore? I give myself permission to experience more self-acceptance now. Okay, squeeze your wrist and take a nice deep breath in. And relax it out. Peace. Fantastic. We're going to have another pattern interrupt coming up in a moment with a tongue twister. And yes, that is Julie. Awesome. That's okay. Pleasant life is yawning and tapping, and it's working. That makes me super happy to see. Good job. It's one of those funny things. If you use it, it works. If you stop using it, it stops working. I know that from experience. All right. Okay, let's check it again. 0 to 10. Oh, did I do the pat? No, I didn't do the tongue twister yet. Okay, let's pick one. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. All right. Now we can check again. So 0 to 10, how self-accepting am I now? Am I letting myself be now? Sometimes it's hard to get that one grammatically correct, my aiming question, but that's okay. Torian bringing it in at a 10. Excellent. Let me see. I'm 10 plus plus plus. It's just eking on up. And that's good. We're going to do one more tapping round. We'll see where everyone concludes with this one. Good, Shrishti is close to a 10. Let's see if we can get you there. Sherry moving up to an 11. Thank you, Julie. They're good for pattern interrupting, that's for sure. Okay, let's tap again. So feel your fingers, one hand, both hands, whatever you want. Say, I release and let go of whatever's left that has allowed me to block myself from experiencing self-acceptance. I choose to let it go. I am here tapping with Nicola and everyone else as I let that stuff go. It's safe to let it go now. I give myself permission to create and enjoy more self-acceptance today. All right, squeeze your wrist, wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath in and relax it out. Peace. Somebody gave me a thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. And you can start some self-havening. We're going to check and see where everybody ended up on this one, and then we will pivot into self-discipline, which is really good. And it's a little hard to be disciplined if you're not accepting yourself. So that's why we started with self-acceptance. So 0 to 10, how much self-acceptance am I allowing myself to experience inside now? Mine's good, 10 plus plus plus. Kathy Wilson was at a 9. Let me see where everybody ended up, and then we will pivot. Pivot into self-discipline. Shrishti coming in at a 10. Excellent. Good job. Kathy Stearns, 12. Fantastic. Torian, 10 plus. Beautiful. Nice incremental changes, everybody. You've done a fantastic job. Sherry, 11 plus. Awesome. Really great. Wonderful. So now we're going to address self-discipline. I did a post on Substack last week that said, if you think self-discipline is hard, try regret. All right? And regret is all the things that we don't do. And they're both hard, but you get to choose. You could be self-disciplined today and get yourself to do the things your future self will want, or you could give in to your present self that's all about instant gratification and experience how hard regret is later. So you get to choose each day. All right. Hey, Julie. Oh, there you are. You're so welcome. Pleasant Life coming in at a 10 as well. Kathy Wilson up at a 10 for the other one. So that's excellent. Okay, so now we're going to check self-discipline, 0 to 10. How much self-discipline do I have? Okay, mine's a 10 plus plus, and I do tend to be disciplined, at least most of the time. It isn't all the time. I go off the reservation now and again, but it just reinforces why I choose to be disciplined. And somebody else gave me a thumbs up, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Kathy Stearns coming in at an 8 with self-discipline. Sherry coming in at a 3. Torian coming in at a 3. Shrishti yawning and bringing up an 8 or a 9. Very good. All right, we're going to get to some tapping here. So non-dominant hand to start. Feel your fingers and repeat after me. I release and let go of all the ways I talk myself out of discipline. Wherever that came from, I let it go. Whoever I've been acting like, I let it go. Why ever instant gratification seems so much more important than my future goals? I choose to rethink that and let it go. I give myself permission to be a little bit more self disciplined today. Good. Squeeze that wrist. Take a nice deep breath in and relax it out as you say peace. Beautiful. You can start some self havening and let's do some affirmational statements. Okay, you can repeat after me. What if self discipline is easier than I've been making it? What if I reframe the meaning I give discipline? What if I check in with my future self each morning and it allows me to be more disciplined? What if I turn the volume way down on my present self and instant gratification so that I can be more disciplined? All right, let's check in again. 0 to 10, how much self-discipline do I have today? That just notched it up a little bit for me, so it's 10 plus plus. Let me see in the comments how it is for you. Kathy Wilson, 8. Shrishti, yawning. Very good. That means something's changing. Torian bumping up to a 5. Fantastic. Kathy Stearns, 9. Very good. And Sherry moving up to a 6. Shrishti, 9. Everybody's doing that great. Good. And Shrishti, 9 plus even. All right, I love it. Let's tap again. Feel your fingers. And say, I release and let go of all the things I've been trading my self-discipline for. I let it go. If it's not useful, I just let it go. I choose to create a little bit more self-discipline today. And I give myself permission to be even more self-disciplined now. Feel those fingers, wiggle your toes, and squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. Relax it out. Peace. Excellent. I think it's time for a pattern interrupt and a tongue twister. Let's see, Julie coming in 10 on almost everything. I do need to work on the other one, big and important area of my life, and that's why you're here today. And I am so happy you're here today, Julie. And I get to see Julie later in my mastermind group too. She's one of my Train the Trainer buddies. Okay, so let's do a tongue twister. How about he threw 3 free throws. He threw 3 free throws. He threw 3 free throws. How would you do it? That one. Let's aim and check in. 0 to 10. How much self-discipline do I have now? Yeah, mine's still 10 plus plus. So that's doing pretty well. Torian, look at that. Moving up to a 7 with a yawn, which means it's shifting. Fantastic. Great work. Shrishti, 10 plus. Excellent day. Love it. Okay, we're going to tap again. More yawning. That's good. Kathy Stearns, 10 and happy about it. And Sherry, 9. Divine. Tap. Feel your fingers and repeat after me. I release and let go of whatever's left that was blocking me from having self-discipline. Do we have it or do we do it? That's a good question. Whatever it is, I let it go. However you say it, I still let it go. I give myself permission to have oodles of self-discipline now. There we go. Wiggle your toes. And oodles is a nice technical term. Squeeze your wrist. Nice deep breath in. And relax it out. Peace. And if you haven't given yourself a smile today, give yourself a big smile. Because you're showing up and doing something in this time that's really good for you. So pat yourself on the back, give yourself a smile. Just make sure you appreciate yourself for doing this. All right. I guess it's informational time. Hey, self-havening. And what if I practice self-discipline every day? What if I'm naturally and effortlessly disciplined? What if I enjoy the results of my self-discipline? What if I find that regret fades away from my life as I practice self-discipline? All right, 0 to 10, how much self-discipline am I feeling now? Yep, mine's good. It's gone up another plus, which is really good. Kathy Stearns, thank you. That is beautiful. I am happy to be here, and I'm thrilled that you're here. 10 plus, that's excellent. Good job. How's everybody feeling with this one? What are you noticing, if anything, coming up with the peanut gallery or yeah, buts? Torian moving up to a 9. Sherry is at a 10. That's great. Remember, your present self wants instant gratification. It's going to whisper, oh, we could start tomorrow. We're too tired today. But it's just a lie, right? Think about your future self and what he or she might want. You can just check in there. I'm glad you are definitely feeling better, Julie. And Shrishti, 10 plus plus. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to tap again. Feel your fingers. Repeat after me. I release and let go of any and all ways I've been sabotaging my discipline, my self-discipline, by focusing on my present self and instant gratification. Wherever that came from, I let it go. Whoever I've been acting like, I let it go. Why ever it seemed important to hold myself back and start tomorrow, I definitely let it go. I give myself permission to practice self-discipline today. Good job. Wiggle your toes, squeeze your wrist, take a nice deep breath in, and relax it out. Peace. Awesome work. Okay, let's check in and see where everybody ended up with a little bit of self-discipline. 0 to 10. How much self-discipline am I experiencing now? Or can I create now? However you want to word it. Mine is still 10 plus plus plus. Torian 10 and yawning. That's great. Oh, I'm so happy this one is excellent for you, Sherry, and that you will refer back to it. Good. I will try to make a little short of one of the tapping rounds. That's a new goal, is to make shorts from these. There's just one tapping round. Julie, 10. Kathy Stearns, 10 plus plus. Shrishti, all the way up to a 14. And Julie, 10 plus 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 plus. Excellent, everybody. Hola, Jen. We are just finishing up with self-acceptance and self-discipline, which I think you're going to love. So those are going to be super. I'll have the video up momentarily. I will be back next week with another couple of things that we can work on. You can always leave in the comments requests or recommendations for the next one. I read all the comments and I am happy to have suggestions or requests. Okay, so thanks for being here with me. I am Nicola, the Memory Whisperer, and I help people release traumatic memories that keep them stuck so they can be free. Have an amazing day, an even better weekend, and I'll be back.